So there's like these two kind of schools of thought. You kind of touched on it with LNURL. I've heard people take that approach and say, let's try and integrate the Lightning Network into the web. Let's use URLs. Let's use some of the tools that we already have available. And then there's another school of thought now that is, let's build a new kind of like a Lightning web, for lack of a better term, right?
Yeah.
What is so can you make the case for both those? Can you kind of give us like a background of like why you might want to build a brand new Lightning web, given that we have, we've got 30 plus years of like development and adoption in this current web that everyone knows.
Yeah.
What's the case for why you should build a new one?
Yeah, so maybe we'll start with why we might just want to not build a Lightning web and just use the web. So sure. the web is here and it's really built out, and all our we have apps for the web. That's how we interact with stores online, and it's here and it's useful, and you can use that, and that's that's a pretty powerful argument. It's just it's here and it works, right? So you could totally do that. So one thing that I think about is how many people actually run a web server in their house and and serve customers through their house, as a usually, you know what I mean? It's like it's actually kind of hard to run a web server. It's not easy. You have to go and buy a certificate from this and buy a domain and all these complicated steps. And my argument is maybe all these steps are kind of too complicated for our use cases. If you think about what Lightning is, it's just sending payments, and we don't have all of these other requirements that the web kind of brings to bear on a particular problem. So when you actually just strip out, if you just take the standpoint of let's not focus necessarily on, let's see what we can do in just the Lightning Network, you can actually simplify a lot of applications. So maybe we can start to get into that in terms of what you can do just using the Lightning Network by itself, and how that simplifies things. That's something we can get into, and that's kind of what that talk I gave recently was about. So